So Ben, what do you see as the main challenges facing Ramaphosa as he moves forward with this new administration?
Well, we've had some great meetings this week in Johannesburg, and there's certainly an air of optimism about the country now that President Zuma, who did so much harm to South Africa's reputation, has stepped down. The challenges facing Ramaphosa, though, are huge, and South Africa's reputation as a viable place to do business has taken a huge hit. We can see, for example, behind us Kelvin Power Station, and there's real doubt about how long the lights are going to stay on because of strike action affecting the power sector, and there's much longer term questions about how does South Africa transition from coal towards natural gas and renewables. So massive challenges for Ramaphosa. The key thing is that he's got to show South Africa as a place where people can do business.
Okay, great. And in terms of South African companies moving northwards, how are they approaching that, and what are the main challenges they're facing?
Well, some of the biggest South African companies have divested many of their assets here in the country and starting to look at opportunities, some quite nearby in places like Mozambique, and even Zimbabwe with the transition there could become somewhere that's viable again. There's also obviously a range of different risks in the rest of sub-Saharan Africa, some of which will be quite familiar to South African firms, with problematic regulation, in some cases security challenges, and so on. That being said, South Africa it's a modern state in many ways. It has a modern infrastructure network, and it's a country with great potential if the government can sort out the investment plan together.
Okay, just a final word. If you can name 3 main issues that Ramaphosa has to address before South Africa takes in the potential that it has, what would they be?
I think one of the longer term ones has got to be education. Companies aren't coming here just to do business for a year, they're coming for decades. South Africa needs a well-educated workforce, and the education system isn't delivering that at the moment. Ramaphosa needs to address the uncertainty around the energy network. We need to make sure for South Africa that the lights stay on. And finally, there needs to be some certainty around regulation in the mining sector. It's still very unclear what's going to happen with the mining charter, and it seems like every few years these sectoral regulations are renegotiated. So Ramaphosa has to entice investors back in, it has to offer incentives, most importantly, it has to offer certainty.